And happening now, thousands of people are packing Southwest Florida International Airport this weekend.
That's right. The holiday travel season is certainly heating up. You'll notice some changes at RSW, making travel easier for you. There are now gender-neutral bathrooms with changing tables, water fountains to refill your water bottles, and extra places to plug in to recharge your phone or tablet.
It was packed to the brim. Yeah, no seats open on our flight.
According to AAA, 1 in 3 people are traveling this holiday season, the most ever.
And if you haven't finished your holiday shopping, you are not alone. It's estimated 24% of people plan to finish their Christmas shopping today. The stores have been busy all day, and so have the cash registers. The reason why? People say they're still trying to figure out what to buy.
A new eaglet hatches in North Fort Myers just in time for Christmas. Harriet the eagle now has another baby. E12 was born around 11:30 this morning. Harriet has been seen taking care of her new eaglet, keeping it warm. It'll certainly be a busy holiday for this new family.
Live from Southwest Florida's news leader, this is Wink News at 6:30.
And taking flight, RSW has seen a lot of people as they head out of town. The changes you'll see at the airport to make it easier for you.
And more people are frantically finishing up their holiday shopping today. Why they waited till the last minute to do it.
And leaving sooner than expected when Defense Secretary James Mattis will be without a job, and who will be replacing him. And the roads and skies are busy. 1 in 3 people are traveling this holiday season. That's the most on record, according to AAA. And here's a look at all the flights. These are happening right now in the air thanks to Flight Aware. And check out this picture. It was taken yesterday at RSW. It shows a security line starting at the concourse sign, adding time and stress as you're trying to get to your holiday destination. But there are a few changes at RSW, making your travel experience a little easier. Wink News reporter Anika Henninger is live at RSW. Now, Anika, how are things looking right now? Well, thank you, Gina. And a woman on a tricycle is facing charges for pointing a plastic gun at people. 52-year-old Lydia Crisostomo is accused of armed robbery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Collier County deputies say she pointed the gun at a jogger and a male person. Crisostomo was arrested a short distance away on her bicycle. Police say she was holding the plastic gun. And deputies say this man, Jose Arias, tried to steal a pair of shoes from Saks on 5th in Naples. They say inside the store he was placing foil on devices so he wouldn't get caught. Once a worker confronted Arias, he took off and chucked one of the shoes at him, smacking him in the face. The worker then tackled him. Arias remains in jail tonight. Southwest Florida is marking the end of a yearly tradition that will soon be no more. Today is the first day of dog racing in Florida. However, come 2020, the dogs will be living off the track. It's all thanks to Amendment 13, which voters approved in November, which bans betting on dog races. Naples dog and SpaceX roars into life at Cape Canaveral.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition, liftoff.
As you can see there, it blasted off around 9:20 this morning. The Falcon 9 rocket carried a new generation of GPS navigation satellites into space. The launch came 5 days late because of last-minute problems with technical. Mom there, one Ty's family struggling this holiday season, has now received some extra holiday cheer, and it's all thanks to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. And some members of the Sheriff's Office discovered the family was sleeping on concrete in their small one-room home, so they pitched in and purchased cots, bedding, towels, pajamas, toys, and sporting equipment for that family. They say the single mother was having a very difficult time. And check this out, a Plant City family calls it their Christmas miracle. A soldier who served the past 6 months in the Middle East returns home to surprise his 3 children.
When they happen around the holidays.
Yes.
It's great to see families together. And I know as families are getting together, people are mainly wanting to know how the Christmas is going to shape up. It's been chillier, but kind of nice.
Yes, definitely. But we are going to see a warming trend here for Southwest Florida. So I know today was kind of cold for a lot of us, waking up to the upper 30s, low 40s. And well, we are going to see.
Check this out. The pilot of a small plane forced to make an emergency landing on a busy highway here in Alabama. This happened just east of the Talladega Super Speedway. The pilot says something just did not sound right. He was about 4 miles from the airport and knew he had to come down for a landing because the engine just wasn't working. The pilot says he is grateful that he and his student pilot walked away unharmed. The FAA and NTSB are now investigating. Says he will replace Defense Secretary James Mattis at the start of the new year. That's 2 months earlier than Mattis' planned departure. The president tweeted today Mattis will be out of his position on January 1st.
A lot of lights. So this winter wonderland in Southern California, where obviously you're not used to seeing winter necessarily, draws hundreds of people each year, and their theme this year was The Night Before Christmas. The homeowners have actually been doing this for more than 20 years now, since 1995, and I know that's rough to say more than 20 years when we say since 1995. That's never nice, but this is a very nice display here.
Well, people in California, kind of like us, they don't really see snow much, so this is probably what they have to do to see some, wintry action.
Yeah, and feel a
Holiday
little
action.
bit festive.
Yes.
But
I love seeing the Christmas lights on palm trees around here too. Like, Florida knows how to decorate for Christmas in the Florida way.
Right.
Yeah, making us feel even more festive is some great news about an eaglet hatching.
Right.
So Harriet, right here, here's a live look at
North Fort Myers.
Yeah, North Fort Myers. Harriet is covering the eaglet so we can't see him tonight.
Keep it nice and warm. Now, she does have another eagle underneath her, so that eagle, that baby hasn't hatched yet, hasn't provided.
Right, so we're still waiting on another baby to come out, but the eaglet just hatched at about 11:30 this morning, so it's a Christmas baby.
And I
Definitely.
just learned from Wink that first crack is called a pip. I didn't know
right.
that.
Yes.
Now I know that. But I did see the little fellow, if you check in with the cam from time to time. I know he was probably asking for food, but to me it looked like a dance. I think Mariah Carey was playing in the background.
Right.
All I want
Doing
for
a little
Christmas is you. It wasn't my singing. We
holiday
established
dancing.
that I can't sing, but, but Mariah Carey can.
Right. Well, and I know we're wondering, along with the eagles, how chilly it's going to be out there tonight and heading into Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we have another night with it actually feeling like Christmas time here for Southwest Florida before we start to see some warm conditions once again. So we are going to wake up to some neighborhoods in the upper 40s, mid 40s, others near the coast in the low 50s. But again, we do have the 60s back in the forecast for the morning. So we do have the warm up.
I like
I have
baking weather.
Yeah, baking weather. And I have friends coming in, and I know that the lower temperatures are scaring them off. So it's good to know we are warming up. So just keep that in mind.
Right, exactly. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your evening, and if we don't see you, a great Christmas Eve.